now, so we're going to start adding some of the details to it. Okay, I'm going to start with my phone demands. Got my water. I've got my little paint tray. Okay, I'm going to need the black and also grey. I'm sorry, black and grey. I've got my little thin paintbrush. I'm going to dunk it in the black. I'm going to use it straight out of the pot as well, okay? So I'm going to start. Oh, God's sake. I do apologise. I should put it on silent. I'll do that right now. I'm going to shake it up for a minute, okay? Right. Right. I'm going to start by just sort of going over the lines, giving it detail. Okay. This is the box I'm colouring later. That's going to be brown. Right. You can see it's quite a fiddly job. But it's fun. Okay. And it makes it stand out now, see, just by doing that little bit. As well, it's not the van. So if you've ever seen Only Fools and Horses, the van is not overly clean. So I will be putting some dirty yellow marks on it as well, which some people probably go, what is she doing that for? It isn't Del Boy's van unless it's a little bit on the grubby side. Well, I don't think so anyway. I'm just going to get a picture up of the van as well so you can see what it looks like. Okay. And then I can see what I'm doing. That is the van I'm copying. I'm just going to start doing the wheels. I'm just going to add a little bit of water to my black, just to make it a little bit, as I'm doing the wheel. Just make it spread out a little bit better. Makes it easier to handle the food colouring a little bit better. But I do want quite a dark black, so this is why I didn't add too much water to it. Because obviously it's the wheel as well. Right, the wheel has a bit of detail in the middle. I'm just going to make sure I get a reasonable shape. Like that. Okay, I'm going to let that dry and then I'll do the inside of that in a minute. I'm going to do the next wheel. This wheel, as I say, is inside the car because it's a three-wheeler van. I've added some more detail. I've added some silver touches to the wheels and the handle and the mirror. Okay, so that's that done. And then I'm just going to add a couple more details to the cake and then we're finished. Okay. I'm gonna just add a little bit of silver to the windows, just so it's like a little bit of a reflection. Just gonna water it down a little bit. And get a bit of a reflection. Okay. Only thing I haven't done yet is the box, and then the fan is finished. Oh. Gonna paint the box and we'll do some more fiddly bits. Yeah, I've just added some shading to underneath the wheels, and I've added a bit of shading to the van as well, just to make it look a little bit more alive rather than so flat. But that's the van done, and the next bit is just decorating the outside, which I'm going to add some boxes, and I'm hoping to have this gold chain if it works okay, but we're going to give it a try. So let's go. Right, for this bit I'm going to use some modelling paste, okay, because it is quite dainty, quite fragile, and modelling paste is like the paste you use to do your flowers, so it's much more it's less likely to break. You can have it very, very thin without it breaking. Okay. Anyway, that's what I've got. take a little bit out. Right, it's quite hard, so you need to knead it. You can also add modelling paste to normal icing. I'm going to cut the lump off, and then I'm going to knead it. But you can add it to normal paste, just normal icing, just to make your icing a little bit more pliable. It does dry out quicker. Okay, I'm just going to move my cake over that way a little bit if you can. Something in the way. Like that. I'm just going to knead it because it is very stiff to start with. So you need to knead it, make it pliable, make it easy to use, makes it softer. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of icing sugar on my thing. Now I'm going to try and make this necklace. Okay, so I'm going to roll it out quite thin. Del Boy in the programme used to wear a gold necklace with a D written on the end, so I'm going to try doing that, and I've never done a chain before, so this could be a complete disaster. So if it is, bear with. I'm not a professional cake maker. I taught myself. I started when my children were first born, and then it just went from there. Kept on making their birthday cakes, and then I got asked to make some wedding cake and some other people's birthday cakes, but I'm not a professional. Anyway, I've made a very thin sausage. Okay, I just want this to hang over the edge of the cake, can you see? So it looks like a chain. I'm going to make the D in a minute. I'm not sure if that's probably about the right length. Don't want it too long. He didn't have it that long anyway. So I think that's probably about the right length. Yeah. Right. And then we're going to try and make the chain effect. I have been practicing before, but right, I've got 2 paintbrushes, and all I'm going to do is just squeeze in pieces, so you've got like a little squeeze. Just squeeze each side with your paintbrushes. Like that. Every now and again, I've left, I don't know, not very much space in between, not really. My chain has got thinner, so, but that's what happened when you roll it out. I'm not working too much. It's the effect more than anything. You get the sort of that effect. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is just put a little hole, okay, in the middle of the pieces that okay, and then you get a sort of rope chain effect. This, see, okay, and then I'm going to paint that gold, and we'll see what it looks like. Right, I've painted it gold. Okay, what I've used is 2 different colour golds. These are my brain's gone again. Flour dust. Okay. What you do because they are dust, I put some on my tray, and then I just add a bit of water to it, and it makes it into a food paste. Because you can't in here anyway get gold food paste. So this is a way of making gold using flower petal dust. Okay, just adding some water to it. Right, I'm also going to spray it with some gold lacquer stuff. Shimmer gold spray. Right, I'm going to do this like that. Okay, and then we have a gold chain. Right, I'm going to let it dry a little bit, and then I'm going to put it on the cake before it goes hard, so I can manoeuvre it and get it into the angle that I want. But I'm just going to let it dry just a little bit because I've just sprayed it with that dust stuff. Right, while that's drying, I'm going to make the D that goes on the chain. Okay, I've rolled out a very small piece of flour paste. Okay, I'm going to roll it out a little bit thinner. Like I said, with flour paste, because it's made to do flowers and very dainty decorative icing things. I'm sorry, I'm not very descriptive with my words. I do apologise. Need to learn how to talk proper English, I think. Anyway, I've got me bit of paste. I'm just going to cut, because it's a D, so I'm just going to cut sort of that sort of shape off. So I've got like a sort of that sort of shape, and then I'm going to shape it into a proper D. Okay, so I've got me knife. This is my crafting knife that I use for cake decorating. You can buy these from most shops, crafting shops. And I'm just going to cut into the icing and make a proper shape D. If you're worried about making this kind of stuff, the letters and stuff, then make yourself a stencil and just cut one stencil. You know, you can do that. But I've got a pretty good idea what it looks like, so I'm not going to worry too much. Whoop. Just cutting out the middle part. Okay, the middle part, I'm just going to neaten it up a bit. That's it. Get them bits out of the way. And then I've got my D. Now I'm going to paint this the same. Oh God, I'm sorry about my camera work. I'm going to paint this the same as I did the chain. Okay, so with my spray, I'm just going to do the same thing. So I've got a mixture of both golds, because one's slightly darker than the other. I'm just going to paint the D. Flour paste is much easier to work with when it comes to all this fancy sort of stuff. The only thing, just want to use some of this nice colour one off the top. The only colour problem is it does dry out a lot quicker than normal icing. Okay, just going to give that a spray because it doesn't seem to be quite so shiny. Right, I'm going to let them dry and then I'm going to arrange them on the cake. I'll be back. Now we're going to stick the chain and the D on now because they're dry. I'm going to put some edible glue on the back. Oh, made a funny noise. Like that. And we're gonna don't know where to fix it. What shall I do with the D? Right, start the gold chain on. I'm gonna put the D, stick the D on. I'm gonna just put a little bit of glue on the back again. Just a little bit. Just on that bit there. I've stuck it the right. Oh, glue in the right bit. Yeah. You never know with me, as you know. I'm just gonna put. I think I put a little bit down here too, just to make sure it has stuck. That's it. Like that. Okay, and then the side that I have this little bit of problem, I'm going to put some boxes. So what I've done is just cut out some squares. I'm going to make a cigar. So I've rolled out another piece of icing, and then I've made a little flat cap, because I used to wear a flat cap, to hang off the side. And then he's done. So I'm just gonna paint these, get them on the cake, and then I think we've sort of finished. And hopefully she'll like it. Just going to paint these, put a little bit of detail on the boxes before I stick them on. So I'm gonna get me brown food colouring. Just gonna put a bit on my little messy tray. I'm gonna mix a little bit of black with it and a little bit of yellow. Okay, and then I'm just gonna paint them. And I'm gonna paint them, and then I'm gonna add some. Go a bit more to it. I'm gonna add some detail to them afterwards once they've dried. Make sure you do the edges, because you can sometimes see the edges. That's it. That's one box. Just going to paint the others exactly the same way, and then we'll let them dry, and then we'll add some. So we'll add some detail to them. Like that. Right, as you can see, I've done handle with care and fragile and this way up. Okay, I'm going to stick them on my cake. Right, and then I'm going to paint my cap and the cigar. Yeah, I made a mess. That's nothing unusual. But I'm going to stick them on the cake now. I've put a bit of glue on them. I'm going to put this big one on the bit of mistake that I made. Bit of stick. Like that. And I'm just going to put the other ones next to it. Put a little bit more glue. Just a little bit. And this one next door. Slide it around, but they will stick. Okay. And then the upper one, I'm not sure whether to put it. I'm going to stick it in the wrong way because it makes it funny. But I think I might put that one on top. Yeah. Oh, bugger. Just going to put some glue on it again. I did stick it upside down because it's the kind of thing they would have done. Okay, once the parcel's done. Okay, right, I've painted the cigar and then I've made a sort of gold strip to go around it to make it look a bit more like a cigar rather than a, yeah. And then I've got to paint his cap, and then we're finished. So I'm going to stick that round. Well, sorry, I'm going to stick that round the cigar, and then we'll colour the cap, and then we'll stick it, put it on the cake, and then we should be finished. Yeah. That's it for now, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you'll come back and see my next one. If you wouldn't mind, and if you like this video, please comment, like and subscribe and all that jazz down below. And thank you for watching, and bye for now. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. Bye.